إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Come over this way. This way. Okay. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Tonight we have the great honor, alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, and the opportunity to take advantage of starting a new class. This is a class that we hinted at earlier, where we showed you a piece of it. It's its own class. A lot of classes before I showed you all mixed with other classes just to let you know what's in the future. Each one of these classes should be done by themselves. And you guys say, well, I don't got time for this. Then you don't have time to learn. Okay? Because the student has to go through all these individual steps in order to become game type and have all this different information that he seems to have and to know it so well. Okay? So it's one thing after another. And initially, this class should be the class that you come first or second when you start learning how to recite. Now, I put a program like this together when I was in California. But when I found this program is not nicer, because mine didn't have all the bells and whistles that this one has, meaning that it's on the internet, it's like this and everything. It's called Nuraniya. And I had the opportunity, with pleasure, alhamdulillah, to meet some of the students who got it directly from the grandson of the one who made this. It was a sheikh from India, and he put this together. And alhamdulillah, we have, we were getting it straight from the horse's mouth, I guess you could say. And it's nothing new. It's the same thing we used to do in Mauritania, same thing people do in Bangladesh and India when they have the Qa'idatul Baghdadi or whatever you want to call it. This one is called Nuraniya. It's about the same thing. The thing here is to pay attention to your eyes, your ears, and your pronunciation. It's a three-way learning system. You look here, I point, I say the letter, you repeat after me. I need a stick. Okay? Now, here it goes here. I point, you pay attention. With your books, you have to, if you're following it in your notebooks or in your books, you have to use your finger and put it under the letter, not on the letter. For example, you put it under the letter and say the letter. Putting it on the letter is not benefit. A lot of my students, we have in the school that I teach at, Madrasat An-Nur in Brooklyn, well, alhamdulillah, we have what they call a high group and the low group. And at the high group, they do certain things. And in the low group, I'm in charge of the low group, supposedly, because we're supposed to be teaching them how to learn how to recite better. And a lot of the students want to come to the low group. At first, they started to make fun of us. Why do you have to point? Why do you have to point? But now, after lesson 5, they all want to come down to the low group so they can get better at their recitation to go back up to the quote-unquote high group. All right? And this is children. So if children can see the benefit of this, of course adults should be able to do too. Pay attention to the rules. The first 3 lessons are the most important lessons, even though most people think they are wasteful, that they don't need them. You need to pay attention to the foundational lessons. Now, let's start. Do what I do. Either use your finger if you have the book. If you want the book, you have to write us and we'll get it to you, inshallah ta'ala. And there was a lady who wrote me from Riyadh, and she was asking me where I can get it. You can get it in Riyadh. That's where we got it from. It's in Riyadh. Okay, I think it's 5 riyal. Okay, in Riyadh. And also another thing, you have to recite it just the way I recite it. Remember, this is riwayah. This is narration. So the way we recite it is the way that the sheikh recited it, and this is being passed down and passed down and passed down. So we're doing it their way, which is the way we're going to pass it down. Capish? Kapash. All right, let's go. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Ad-Darsul Awwal.
Ad-Darsul Awwal.
You have to open your mouths. حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
If I don't hear a particular person, they're not reciting. You don't yell, but at the same time, you don't do it so low. Your voice has to be heard. You have to articulate. You have to sit up and open your mouths. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الدرس الأول.
الدرس الأول.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
I should hear each dhamma. حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
Remember, Arabic is practicing with that jaw. خلي بالك, look here. حروف الهجاء المفردة. حروف الهجاء المفردة. You might exaggerate a little bit now to make sure you're going through the motions. It'll get easier as you go along. Alif.
ألف.
Ba.
باء.
Ta.
تاء.
No, not ta. It's not ta. Listen. Ta.
تاء.
Tha.
ثاء.
Jim.
جيم.
Ha.
حاء.
Kha.
خاء.
Dal.
دال.
Val.
ذال.
A lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people say zal. There is no such letter as zal. It's val.
ذال.
Mad. Extended. Val.
ذال.
Teeth and tongue. Stick your tongue out. Uncross your fingers. Ra.
را.
And another point, it's not ra. It's ra.
را.
We call this lugatul tasheel. Just so you know, the wisdom behind this is going to help you when you're reciting Quran and doing huruf al-muqatta'a. Za.
زاء.
I know a lot of people know it as zay, but we're here, for intentional purposes, we're going to call it za.
زاء.
Sin.
سين.
Shin.
شين.
Sad.
صاد.
Dad.
ضاد.
Ta.
طاء.
Dha.
ضاء.
Ain.
عين.
Okay, look again. Ain.
عين.
I want to hear that. Yeah. Ain.
عين.
Smile. Ain.
عين.
Ghain.
غين.
Fa.
فاء.
Qaf.
قاف.
Kaf.
كاف.
Lam.
لام.
Not too long. Lam.
لام.
I got to hear that meme. Lam.
لام.
Mim.
ميم.
Noon.
نون.
Wow.
واو.
We were talking to some of the teachers from Philistine and stuff, and they say, "Oh, you guys are pronouncing wrong." So when I say we're talking about the hufab. That in the school we have people who are half of the Quran. So we're in a certain section. We have the Quran section, and Islamic tarbiyah is another section. I'm just in both. So some of the people who were teaching math and science, they said, "Oh, you guys say it too much." No, because some of the Arabs, they speak real lazy. They get accustomed to that. You might get laughed at because you're speaking proper. Speak proper. Wow.
واو.
Just like you say in English, wow. Wow.
واو.
Your whole mouth, move it. Wow.
واو.
Wow.
واو.
You cannot be lazy. Wow.
واو.
Just like you say, meow. Say it.
مياو.
You hear that ow? Wow.
واو.
Ha.
ها.
Ha. Hamza.
همزة.
You see how I said it? Hamza.
همزة.
Say it with my accent. Hamza.
همزة.
Yeah.
يا.
Yeah.
يا.
See, in this part, we stop. We say, yeah.
يا.
Yeah.
يا.
The Sheikh only did that to make a place where you could stop when he put the two yas there. Let's do it again. Okay? Let's start again after Ismail's phone stops ringing. Okay? No, don't worry about it, Baba. Astaghfirullah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الدرس الأول.
الدرس الأول.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
It's not حروفة. It's حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء الهجاء المفردة.
Arabic is a little exaggerative language. Exaggerate now. حروف الهجاء المفردة.
حروف الهجاء المفردة.
ألف
ألف
باء
باء
تاء
تاء
not ta. That's wrong. Ta.
تاء
You put it together and you bounce over it. Ta.
تاء
Press and step, separate straight up. Ta.
تاء
You hear that? Ta.
تاء.
Now when you stop on it, you say at.
أت
You see, that's the difference. You don't say ta, you say ta.
تاء
You hear the difference, guys? Tha,
ثاء
jim,
جيم
ha, kha, dal,
دال
ذال, ra, za, sin,
سين
shin,
شين
صاد,
صاد
ضاد. It should be on the side, on your left side. It should be on your left side. Yes, you can do it on your right, but practice it on your left side. That's what I'm teaching you. On your left side, it's easier. What do I mean? The side of your tongue should hit those molar teeth. Dod. But the d shouldn't come on it. Dod. Dod. Okay. Dod. Ta. Your mouth should turn round. Ta. And it shouldn't be short. Ta. Ta. Round mouth. Dha. Ain.
عين
Ghain. I should hear that? Yeah. Ghain. You hear it? Ghain. But it's not gain. It's gha. Ghain. Fa. Qaf. Kaf. Lam. Yeah, put your mouth together. Mim. Noon. Wow. Ha. Now say it again. Say happy. Ho, ho, ho. Heavy. Health. That's the ha, not ha. Say ha. Jalapeno. Right? Ha. Ha. You hear the difference? You should be able to tell the difference. Hamza. Hamza. Yeah. 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 Flip the page. We'll review this again. لحظة من فضلك. 1 minute, please. لحظة من فضلك. لحظة من فضلك. 1 minute, please. 1 moment, please. Makeen's being really technical. 1 moment, please. They don't even know what a moment is in the Bronx. See, if they was from Brooklyn, they would say 1 moment, please. But in the Bronx, say one minute. هكذا. Yeah, thank you. Okay, pay attention, guys. الدرس الثاني.
الدرس الثاني.
Pay attention. This is the second lesson. And it's ثاني.
ثاني.
Okay? Because we have an alif and a ya. الدرس الثاني.
الدرس الثاني.
Louder. الدرس. See, some of the guys already speak Arabic. But still, you have to recite loud. الدرس الثاني.
الدرس الثاني.
حروف الهجاء المركبة.
حروف الهجاء المركبة.
مفردة means by itself. مركبة means on top of another one. So حروف الهجاء مفردة means the letters of the alphabet by themselves. Alif, ba, ta. Now we're going to mix it a little bit. حروف الهجاء المركبة.
حروف الهجاء المركبة.
Say ha. حروف. Al-hijai. You hear the two different types of ha? So pay attention. Let's do it again. حروف الهجاء المركبة.
حروف الهجاء المركبة.
ألف.
ألف.
لام ألف.
لام ألف.
لام ألف.
لام ألف.
باء ألف.
باء ألف.
لام ألف.
لام ألف.
لام.
لام.
Pay attention. لام ألف.
لام ألف.
لام حاء.
لام حاء.
Please do it with my sound, my naghma, my rhythm. It's not mine, it's from my teacher. Who got it from his teacher, who got it from his grandfather, who's the one who made this. Okay? Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Ba lam ba.
Ba lam ba.
Kaf.
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 Now, it's not that he doesn't know what these letters are, that you don't. But this is the practice, the necessary practice that a student goes through. Why is this important? Because when you make a mistake reading and the teacher asks you, what is that? You can go through it real quick because we went through this before. It's like automatic for you. Like the boxer. He gets knocked down on his feet. He still puts his hands up and does the 1-2. It's automatic. You understand that? So, he shows you different ways you're going to see lam alif. Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Lam alif.
Ba lam ba.
Ba lam ba.
Kaf.
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 Two different ways you'll see kaf, right? Kaf ba.
Kaf ba.
Kaf ba.
Kaf ba.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Ba kaf ta.
Ba kaf ta.
Ta kaf tha.
Ta kaf ta.
This lesson right here is to practice your pronunciation, so you don't get it twisted. Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Kaf alif.
Ba kaf ta.
Ba kaf ta.
Ta kaf tha.
Ta kaf ta.
Because that tha ending, then going to a tha, is difficult at times. Say kaf tha.
Kaf ta.
Because you have to pause there, but not a noticeable pause. Let's do it again. Ba kaf ta.
Ba kaf ta.
Ta kaf tha.
Ta kaf ta.
Can you hear the difference? Ba.
Ba.
Ta.
Ta.
Tha.
Ta.
Noon.
Noon.
Ya.
Ya.
Ba alif.
Ba alif.
Noon alif.
Noon alif.
Ta alif.
Ta alif.
Ya alif.
Ya alif.
Tha alif.
Ta alif.
Ba sin.
Basin.
Yasin.
Yasin.
Again, it's from the wisdom here is people get these 3 letters or 4 letters mixed up a lot of times. Because they have the same exact shape somewhat. And it's 1 ball on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3, and then the noon. So here, just by going over it, you remember. Ba. Ta. Tha. Noon. When you say noon, you say, noon. It shouldn't be noon. It shouldn't be that. Did you see the difference? Noon. You don't hear a difference in there. So it's not from your nose. Practice that at home. Noon. That's one of the ways you can tell. If it goes this, noon, then you're doing it wrong. You hear the difference, guys? Pay attention to it. Ya. Ba alif. Noon alif. Ta alif. Not ta. I didn't say ta. That's the sound that comes at the end. We say at. Da alif. Remember I said this is you using your eyes, your mouth, and the teacher using his ears. So you get sensitive. You hear ta, that's wrong. That's only at the end. Okay? Sakatat. Okay? But at the beginning, da alif. Ya alif. Alif. Fa alif. Basin. Yasin. Nun sin. Dasin. Fasin. So he did the same thing. These same letters that people get mixed up on, he put them together so you could get accustomed again to seeing them in motion. 1 stroke, 2 strokes, 1 stroke, 2 strokes, 3. The same shape. But the only thing difference is the number of nukta or the diacritical marks there. So you become sensitive. You get accustomed to seeing them and reciting them. So now it's running tracks to your memory. Okay? You guys see that? So it's not just done in any old fashion. It's done very scientific. Very scientific. Fajim. Daha. Daha. Right, come with strength. It's in your Taha. Nun kha. Yaha. Bajim. Yamim. Again, now, so the wisdom here, as you can see, these letters, the jim, the ha, and the kha, sometimes confuse the beginner. So we need practice. Not only you practicing those letters, but you're practicing the letters that have the 2 nukta, the 1 nukta, and the 1 and about to get accustomed to using it. So let's do it again. Thajim. Daha. Nun kha. You guys are depressing. Open your mouths and recite with some flavor. If I was home watching this, I'd say, wow, I don't listen to these guys. Yeah, sound like they all want to kill themselves. You know? Come on, get motivated. All right? Motivated. That means sound encouraging. Fajim. Daha. Nun kha. Yaha. Emphasis. Yaha. Nabra is to make an accent. To have an emphasis or an accent when you recite something. If someone wants to speak English without the proper accent on the word wouldn't sound clear to you. You would not really understand what they were saying. But when they have the inflection of the language, you understand quicker. The inflection is known to say apparent. You say apparent. You don't say apparent. You say apparent when you say a word like that. Likewise, when you're reciting, even at this level, you have to put the same emphasis that you hear me putting there. Please, don't make me use this stick. You wouldn't like me if I used this stick. Yaha. Nun jim. Sorry, subhanallah. Bajim. Yamim. Bamim. Nun mim. Damim. Thamim. Baya. Ya. Nun ya. Ta ya. Fa ya. Nun balam. Ta nun lam. Ba ya lam. Ya ta lam. Fa fa lam. Nun ba nun. Ba ya. Ya. Nun ya. Ta ya. Turn the page. No, hey, that wasn't the sound we did. Okay, now, this lesson, like I said, it may look very simple, but it is one of the most foundational and important lessons. Anyone who wants to strengthen their recitation and their reading, or someone who wants to establish a foundation in strong reading. We have all, I showed this to the Imam. He was like, he remembers this. Hold it, this is the third page. Go, you skipped one. Go back one. No, go there. Just go back one page. Just hit that one. Yeah, hit that. Go to the second one. 8. Yeah, we have to move on. Okay, you ready? From next time, you can use this one, صفحة سابقة وصفحة التالية. Okay? Now, let's try to do this without making any mistakes. You people at home, when you get home, like I said, it's very important that you cannot really do this by yourself. This is not a lesson that you can do by yourself. You have to get the hours in with the instructor. Why? Because he has to, or she has to hear you. They have to hear you making the mistakes so they can correct you and you become sensitive. You know, it's the Pavlov thing. You know, classical conditioning. You do it wrong, they jump at you. You know, they get ready to hit you with the stick or they stop you. So that, you know, you learn not to do this. I keep looking at the Imam because I remember, and he knows, he remembers, when you were learning this, sir, Sheikh, you know, he's tired today because he had a mujtama downstairs and everything like that. So he doesn't want to sit with us. So, but, you know, it's the same thing, right? Banun. It's easier if you do it with my rhythm, even with my broken voice. Still try to do it with my rhythm. Not try, do it with my rhythm, inshallah. Banun. Dayanun. Yatanun. Fathanun. Jim. Ha. Kha. Hatha. Khaba. Jim ta. Tahata. Not like that. It's not tahata. Ya jim ba. If you don't perfect it now, you will make mistakes anyway you recite in the Quran. That's how important this is. You do it right here, this is your tajweed will be mumtaz, insha'Allah ta'ala. Bakhota. Ta. Pay attention. Ta. Ha. Ta. Ha. Bata. Yaha. Taha. These are the ways you will see this. This is called ta al-marbuta, or the closed or the tied ta. So pay attention. When it has the 2 dots on it and you're stopping, you pronounce it as a ha. If you're continuing to read, then you pronounce it as a ta. So pay attention here on the lesson. Ta. Ha. Bata. Yaha. Taha. Nunta. Ha. Ha. Taha. Nunta. Ha. Ya ba. Ya ba. Ba alif. Ba mim. Dal. Zal. Jim dal. Ra. Za. Jim Ra. Kha Za. Ra. Ra. Za. Za. Ya Ra. Ta Za. Sin. Shin. Sin Lam. Shin Lam. Sad. Dad. Ta. Dha. Sad Ba. Sad Ba. Ta Ba. Dad Alif. Dha Alif. Dad Alif. Dha Alif. Ain. Ghain. Hamza. Ghain. Ain. Hamza. Ain Za. Ghain Ra. Sad Ain. Dad Ghain. Ba Ain Dal. Ta Ghain Zal. Don't get lazy. Don't stop. You have to keep your mouths open. Unclick your fingers in the masjid. Astaghfirullah. Afwan. Ba Ain Dal. Everybody has to sound off, ladies. Ba Ain Dal. Ta Ghain Zal. Hamza. 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 Teaching a lesson here. When the Hamza is over there, what we say when you learn master letters, now Hamza, as it seems to need a tad more of a sharh, it rides upon the alifun, the waw, and even ya. This is what it was talking about. One thing is leading to the next one. Fa. Turn the page. We have a few lines left and we're done. Give me 2 minutes. Come on, turn the page. Hurry up. Right here. Just go to Italian. Yes. 3 lines. Pay attention, guys. Look. Qaf. Please, you have to be motivated. See, being a talibul ilm is hard work the whole time. You have to be motivated. This is not something for the weak heart or the people who don't have strong resolve. If you want it, you get it. Man jadda wajad. The one who's serious is going to find what he's looking for. Okay? And the one that does it lazily is never going to find it. Because any science from the Islamic sciences, they will give you nothing of themselves until you give it all of yourself. That's the rule. You have to get in it with both feet. Qaf. Wow. Qaf wow. Fa wow. Fa qaf lam. Qaf fa lam. Pay attention. Qaf fa lam. Once you get to that fa, you stay on it. Qaf fa lam. Ya fa. Mim. Mim. Hamim. Lam mim. Damim. Damim ta. No, not ta. Don't quit at the last second. It's damim ta. And he's playing right here because tamim means tammat, means intaha, means it's over. Okay? So that lesson is done. I was thinking, am I going to give you guys 3 lessons in 1 or 2? It's even hard just to get done with 2 lessons. And I rushed at the end part. I would have pointed out a little bit more things for us, but the salah has come, and we've already extended 3 minutes past the time for the salah. أقول قولي هذا. We'll do the whole lessons. There are 16 lessons. If the one who dabata, the one who's meticulous and learns it right, will be strong as a reader, بإذن الله تعالى. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.